Whenever you're learning a new application, especially one as large as AutoCAD, you'll probably have a lot of questions. Fortunately, AutoCAD goes out of its way to help you find the answers you need. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at AutoCAD's Help feature. Now, I know that whenever I'm learning a new application, one of the first questions I have is, what does this icon do? For example, I'm going to move up and place my cursor over this icon. When I do, AutoCAD will tell me the command that icon launches, and if I wait a little bit longer, AutoCAD will give me even more information in the form of an extended tooltip. Now, if I need to know even more about this command, take a look at the bottom of the tooltip. If I press F1 at this point, I can bring up context-sensitive help for this specific command. From here, I can find out everything about where the command can be accessed in the interface. I can find a summary of the command. If I drag down further, I can find a description of each and every one of the sub-options. In fact, if I take this all the way to the bottom, I can find information about commands that are related to the one that I selected. Let's close this. Now, this is nice, but what if we have a question if we're in the middle of a command? As an example, I'm going to move up and launch Circle. And if we look down here at the command line, we can see that there's a sub-option of 3P. Well, anytime you have a command that is active, if you press the F1 key, AutoCAD will bring up context-sensitive help for the active command. At this point, I can drag down until I find that sub-option, and I can see that 3P allows me to create a 3-point circle. When I'm finished using the documentation, I can close the dialog box and AutoCAD picks up right where it left off. And I will talk about the circle command later. For right now, I'm going to press Escape to cancel out. Alright, let's now talk about where we go if we have a broader question about a topic like plotting, for instance. For that, we can use the search box at the top of the interface. I'm going to click in here and then I can enter some keywords or a phrase. I'm going to type plotting as an example and I'll hit enter. And when I do, AutoCAD will search the help documentation as well as the user guide and developer information to try and get me as much information about my keywords as possible. As you can see, I have several options to choose from. From here, I can further navigate through the documentation using these hyperlinks. In the event you'd like more general purpose help, you can use the help icon in the upper right-hand corner of the interface. This will bring up the AutoCAD Exchange window where we can find some tutorials as well as sampled content. There are also some additional resources here which you may find interesting. In the event you have a specific question, you may want to open that up to the Autodesk community. From the Exchange window, we have direct access to the Autodesk discussion groups, Autodesk blogs, and the Autodesk User Group International website. When it comes right down to it, the time it takes to learn a new program depends on how fast you get answers to your questions. Fortunately, when using AutoCAD, if you do have a question, help is not far away.